Hello and welcome to the Agatebay YouTube channel. It's your favorite German agate dealer Josh, and today we are cutting your favorite rocks. I'm saying this because my most viewed video on YouTube that I've ever put up is about the petrified and agatized wood specimens from Turkey. You can really see the wood structure with the lining and growth pattern of the wood, which is just remarkable to see it preserved like this, but also entirely agatized. And I want to cut some of the best pieces from the rough batches that I've been getting together in today's video with you, and hope to make your time worthwhile and cut some killer pieces. Yeah, these limb casts are a pretty easy cut angle. I always try to cut them pretty much in the opposite angle to the growth of the wood, just so I have a nice round symmetrical pattern in these. In this particular specimen, I'm seeing that there's a fracture line going right here, so I will try to stay left of the fracturing line, closer to this window. I put a little bit of a wood support in, just to keep the cut face parallel to the stem, and now it's just once all the way around. Oh. Yeah, very nice. The first one is a pretty good looking piece with great banding and great colors. Now with the oil it looks a little dull, but I think it will look a lot better once polished. I just like the symmetry a lot. It looks like there's a little bit of wood remains down here at the bottom. I also see a little bit of water level banding and some yellow moss inclusions very close to the center. So overall a great looking piece. I do see some hairline fractures as well. Let's see how strong they will be after the polishing, but it looks like a great agate. The second one is what we call a no-brainer. It has a big window here on the one side and another big window parallel on the other side. With a beautiful wood structure here in the middle, it only leaves me one way of placing a cut, and that is right through the middle of both of these windows. I think it's looking great once polished, especially with the green remaining structure down here at the bottom, and then just beautiful agate banding up to the top here with the two hummingbirds facing each other. Here's another one of these perfectly grown limb casts. Just the structure is so nice to look at. Also here again, one window on that side, another window on that side. But I like this window slightly more because it has the yellow in the center. And I think by now you all know that I'm a sucker for the color of yellow. In the mining process it looks like this has been hit with a hammer. So I'll cut a little bit to the right of that, and then once across parallel to the stem. All right, let's go. Oh, wow, that's fantastic. It is just absolutely incredible. The yellow in combination with the blue, it really hits the sweet spot of the colors I like the most. And here with the green wood inclusion at the bottom, and also the center banding with this yellow in the center, just like banded like little needles in the banding, is just something super unique in combination with the water level banding. This is just such an aesthetic specimen. This is really absolutely exceptional quality for an agatized limb cast, just fabulous. This piece right here gets me hyped and terrified at the same time. Just totally hyped because of this super intense yellow color, but also a little terrified because it looks like there is some fracturing lines going through this agate in various areas, but the window extends all the way up to here, so I have to tilt the agate a little bit and cut it in an angle like this in order to avoid the most major fracture in window that I can see here. I think now we have the best chance of cutting a very nice banded yellow agate. Oh, pretty nice. So it looks a little weird with the wood structure going, but inside, I mean, if it wasn't for these little wood inclusions down here, you wouldn't even be able to tell that it's not just a regular agate, but actually based on a limb cast. Beautiful structure of the yellow agate banding together with a bright blue and just beautiful layers of agate. Yeah, let's see how much you can still see those hairline fractures after the polishing process. Right now they're slightly visible, but it always changes a little bit after the polishing. and you will see the picture right at the end of this video. Now we are getting into the big bear territory. We're not in California, we are still in Turkey, but this is just a beautiful specimen. I think the red color here is mostly from an opalization process, so I think inside it's probably going to have this black and blue agate water level banding that you see down here, but I'll definitely try to catch some of the water level banding. You can actually really see how flat it's going inside of the cavity, because it's like all on the single layer. You can really see that the water level banding is just stopping here on the other side where you cannot see it anymore, but it looks like a gorgeous banded piece with beautiful botryoidal features here on the outside visible. There's pretty much only one way on how to cut it, and that's once across. So I'm cutting right here to the corner where the window is the least broken, so a little much more to the left actually. Once across here, back to the corner point up here. Sitting in there all nicely again with a little bit of wood support. Yeah, this piece really has all the features. Opening it up, you can see the left half actually looks a lot brighter behind the water level banding, and that's because you can see there's a fracture running behind the water level banding that makes it look a lot brighter than in the right hand side half. Both of them are beautiful, also with the flow channel up to the top here. I like the kind of symmetric shape of the piece as well, looking very edgy. The botryoidal center, so this is a very, very nice specimen with just a ton of different features. Second to last is an absolutely killer specimen. It's got the one window here on that side, another window on this side, and actually I like this window here more because it has a little bit of the water level banding again. You can see it's going to open up more here in the back to maybe some calcite in the center, not sure about it, but this section right here is going to open up more. And here you can see it's just closing down a little bit with some inclusions. So I will stay more to that side, probably in about a 1/4 to 3/4 relation, and just cut it across here, yeah, opposite to the growth of the petrified wood. All right, the potential is there. Let's see if it will also deliver. Oh yes, very, very nice piece. This is really a high level and very, very valuable piece. Just gorgeous banding inside of the specimen. So beautiful to see the wood fragments down here, and then just such a fine banding here all the way through the white and the yellow. Actually also caught the tiniest bit of water level banding still, and then opening up to this gorgeous botryoidal cavity in the center of the piece. Also here with this little bubble that is just really an exceptional quality specimen. This little piece of a forest really has the potential to beat them all. Gorgeous structure all the way from the outside, and here it looks like there's another little tree branch that's coming out at the side. It seems like it's opening up to a quad center, and down here you can see the beautiful structures of the fragmented wood as well. There's a window that extends all the way down here at the bottom, right where the little branch is, but the actual banded agate is only concentrating here in this area. So what's right and left of that doesn't really matter too much if I cut through it. So I will cut right through here, maybe even cut through the little stem, but it's not something I prioritize or something, it's just there. Right here next to this window at the bottom, and then once across parallel to the piece like this. The reason why I do this is because I can see the fragments are concentrating more on the left side. Since there's more agatization here, I think that the fragments, and of course I want to get as much agate as possible with only a little bit of fragments. That's why I'm cutting further away from the fragmented situation to get more banded agate. And also the volume seems to be just a little bit thicker here on the right hand side, and that's why I'm choosing to cut to the left of this window. So let's get through with it and see if it is as good as I'm hoping it may be. Wow. The last one is an absolute banger, and you can see I just perfectly split the little tree branch in half, but of course on the inside it's not visible at all. And also something I've really been aiming for was to cut away from the fragmented area here with the wood section, so just the agate opens up more, and man did it open up. You can really see the center here with this white agate banding that formed on top of the quartz layer. Just the white shining through the clear quartz looks so amazing, and I think it's gonna be looking a lot better once polished. Right now the yellow still seems pretty dark, but I think it's gonna pop a lot more when the final polish is on this specimen. And I also just absolutely love the symmetry of this piece. It just looks so beautiful. And every single one of this is really good quality. I'm getting all of these polished, and I mean, yeah, just beautiful specimens. I think the first one is actually the most beautiful in terms of the round wood structure, and I think it's gonna look just fantastic once polished. With the clarity and the chalcedony. The second one, I mean, I know what I was getting into, but it also just looks really nice here with the hummingbird. The third one also way better than I thought. I think it is just absolute perfection. It is not huge in size, but the wood structure and the shape of it perfectly intact, and just the banding and design in this piece is just very nice. The fourth piece just really popping with that yellow color, and also with the little wood fragments, just a very nice piece. The first of the big ones, also a very interesting piece with all the different features, the water level banding, the multiple floater, the flow channel, and also just the quadratic shape almost of this piece. Very interesting to see. Then the second to last piece, also just absolute exceptional quality in this size with this super fine banding. So many beautiful pieces, and a lot of these also so interesting to see with the original heritage of the wood fragments inside of these pieces. Yeah, just exceptional find here from Turkey. And of course the last one, another absolute highlight of the day. I have a hard time picking a favorite, but let me know in the comments which one you enjoyed the most. The last one certainly is, in my opinion, the most valuable piece of the batch, as I can see it right now. Sometimes they change a little bit once they're polished, they dry out a little bit, change color, some fractures pop out a little bit more, some are less visible. It always changes a little bit after the polishing, so I never really put any prices on the pieces until I see the final stage of what they actually look like as a final product. I hope you really enjoyed the video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet. Thank you so much for watching. Leave it a thumbs up if you did, and tell your friends about the best agate cutting channel on YouTube. Already in the video last month, I gave a little bit of inside informations that there have been some geopolitical issues arising with some of the local authorities and some of the local miners, just some discrepancies. So it is uncertain if there is going to be a lot more of this material coming out due to just like some of the local problems arising. I just want to say there is never a guarantee how much more material is coming from a certain place, and we've seen it at other locations before that sometimes there's just a sudden stop and then this material is not coming out anymore. So I can really just encourage everyone to get your own rocks as long as there is the availability. These Turkish limp cast agates have really been one of my most favorite materials to cut lately. I currently have over 1,000 pounds of this material available to cut for myself and also for you guys if you want to share this joy of cutting. I currently have 3 different listings up on my website which are based on different quality categories. So first off, we have the individual cast pieces, which are ranging from 20 euros a piece to 35 euros a piece to 50 euros a piece to 75 euros a piece and 100 euros a piece. And you can already see there is a difference in size of the pieces, of course, but also the quality varies a lot with the different pieces. And of course, the highest grade you're going to find in the pieces that are going to be at 100 euros per piece with, for example, beautiful tree knot formations, or just the highest quality of agate banding in the 100 euro grade. So the most perfect pieces are definitely going to be in the 100 euro per piece category, but also the 75, 50, 35 and 20 have really pleasing specimens, and yeah, there's really something for everyone. Then we have the specimen grade, which is going to be mostly larger sized pieces, but beautiful for cutting. Yeah, also a big variety of pieces, some with water level banding, like in this one right here in the as a floater in the quartz, some with beautiful wood structure still in place. This one here appears to be like it is all agatized bark on the outside. You can see the different sections on the outside, which I assume is just agatization of the bark, and of course also some beautiful shaped pieces. So this is if you're specifically interested in cutting some larger sized pieces. These are going by weight. And also by weight, we have the lapidary grade of material, which is mostly a little bit more broken pieces, which are used for dome polishing or just display specimens or even cabochons. Some of them have great botryoidal, like in this one right here. The pieces that are going by weight are actually the most affordable ones. We also have huge discounts if you're getting larger sized orders. The lapidary grade in the highest weight discount category is going for just $13 a pound with free shipping included. And of course that doesn't really make much sense for me, but I'm just here to pass on some of the material I have here. And the specimen grade is at twice as much as the lapidary grade, just because it's a lot more valuable for me with those full face possibilities to cut those pieces. But also in the largest discount category, they are just going for $26 a pound with free shipping included from Germany. So you can get some great deals here, and also there's larger discounts, of course, for those individual pieces if you get like 5 or 10 at once. If you do order some rough stones in the different weight classes of the lapidary grade or the specimen grade, you can also drop me a note with your order. And if you have any specific requests about the size of the pieces, or if you're looking for any specific features, then we can also try to grab some of those specific stones that we have available in those two different gradings, and hopefully find you the best pieces in the rough stones that we have available. I hope there is nothing holding you back from getting some of your own. They're definitely a ton of fun to cut, and just such a special find that has been done in Turkey lately. I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and I'll see you next week again.